Hello! In this video I'll be fitting the SHAD 3P pannier fitting kit to my Suzuki GSX-8S. It's a 2024 model. What should be a simple fitting is, to be honest, a bit of a pain due to how it fits on the 8S. I'll also be giving SHAD a few suggestions, if they happen to be watching, on improvements they should make to the kit. So let's get to it, and the mistakes I made, so it'll be easier for you if you're doing this job. So the first thing to do is to remove the 4 bolts. These have an 8mm head that hold on the rear hanger for the lights, indicators and the number plates, and they are up under the passenger seat. There's a metal support here, and once you remove it, it's very easy to forget to refit it later, and you'll see I made that exact mistake. It should then be just a matter of removing the rear section. Mine didn't seem to want to come off, so to be safe I started investigating by removing the passenger seat, which you do not need to do. I removed the tabs and the screws so I could see how it was attached. I'm showing you this, but again, you don't need to do any of this. I also removed the very end plastic on the back of the seat unit, also unnecessary. What you actually need to do is push down and pull back on the rear section. It feels like you're going to break the bike, but with a solid click and a pull backward, it comes off. You don't need to disconnect any wiring. The metal mount has a cutout that allows the wires to sit in the groove. Now, for the next fun part, you'll need the long 40mm M6 hex bolts. There are 4 of them, along with a spring washer and a large washer. You also have 4 large spacers with very little access, even with small fingers. Don't forget to refit the original metal support, which I did forget. Saves you having to redo everything later. The way I started was to fit the 2 rear bolts first, then the front. You have to get the angle right and just start getting it threaded. Don't tighten them yet. Repeat for the second rear bolt. Here's a close-up so you can see the threaded hole here. On my bike with a blue frame, it's easy to spot. Push the bolt up, get the angle right and start with a few threads. It might have been easier to start with the front bolts, but at this stage I wasn't going back. Now repeat the process with the 2 front bolts. These spacers fit around the holes in the frame, so you may need to jiggle the bracket a bit to get everything seated properly. You'll feel it when they're sitting right, only then tighten everything up fully. With the centre brackets in place, you can move on to the pannier brackets themselves. Hold the side section up and use the 25mm M8 hex bolt with the large washer. The lower part of the bracket sits behind the footrest section. Use the M8 nylock nuts with the large washers. Just get them started, don't tighten yet, and try not to drop the washers. Unlike me, I do enjoy a good search around the garage floor. Now for the lower part of the bracket. They supply 1 standard bolt head and 1 hex bolt per side. The standard bolt goes on the inside, as access doesn't allow for a hex socket to get in here. Use a spring washer and the large washers here. Access is very tight against the plastic underside of the bike. I found a combination of bad language and dropping washers helps a lot. So after that failed approach, I switched to fitting the 30mm M8 hex bolt, the slightly longer one, on the outer hole. I used multiple washers and spacers, spring washer, large washer, through the bracket, small spacer, tick spacer. This sets the correct angle. If you're fitting the SHAD Topmaster rear carrier, you don't need to use the smaller spacers, only the thicker ones. Again, you'll be holding everything in place while trying to thread the bolts. Once it's started, don't tighten yet. Then move to the standard bolt. That gets a spring washer, large washer, and 1 small spacer again, omitted if you're using the Topmaster. Here's what I mean by the spacers. SHAD call this part 10, that's the small spacer, and part 13 is the thicker one. A useful tip: thread the bolts into the footrest hanger before fitting everything. The treads may be tight because they are unused, so this will make your life easier later. This is why it took me 2 attempts and a lot of jiggling, far more than I expected for what I thought would be a 30-minute job. Repeat the process on the other side. It'll be quicker now you've made all the mistakes on the first side. Now move on to tightening up the top. Bracket bolts, not fully yet. You want both sides aligned so the panniers sit evenly. You may need to tweak this later once the panniers are fitted. Use a 12mm spanner and a hex key or socket. On the lower bolts, access is very tight, so I started with the open end spanner as the ring end wouldn't fit. Once the bolt is threaded, a ratchet spanner helps speed things up if you have one. Now for the hex bolt, and SHAD, why don't you just give us standard bolt heads here? Even with a ball end hex key, access is terrible and the space is very limited. Repeat on the other side and the access is even worse there. Then tighten everything fully and don't forget the bolts under the seat if you left them loose earlier. So, here are the panniers on the bike. I did make small modifications to remove movement. I added felt pads, the kind you normally use under furniture. Now, one mistake I made, I left out the support plate. So I used some bungee ties to hold up things in place while I loosened the 4 bolts under the seat. I added a second strap when I noticed the rear section dropping slightly. I refitted the metal support and tightened it back up. An easy fix in the end. Okay SHAD, if you're watching, here are a few improvements. First, include 2 standard bolts for the lower bracket. The hex access is just too awkward. Second, redesign the top bracket. As it is, it leaves gaps at the rear. I'll zoom in here and show you. Now compare this to this AliExpress rear carrier bracket. It fits up into the rear section much better, so there's no need to remove and pull off the rear section. Also, the mounting points on the side brackets would sit lower and not as close to the rear section of the bike. So SHAD, take note, something like this would be a much better design. And finally, include some simple spacers for the panniers themselves. I use these felt pads to stop them rocking, and it works well, and they should be included. These are simple ones that would stick on to the end of a piece of furniture to stop it scratching the floor. So, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe learned something. It just goes to show that even the easy jobs can turn out to be a bit of a pain. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you.